Hi YouTube, this is Larissa Gill, owner stylist of Ressa Styles of Distinction. Today I want to do a full instructional video on the versatile sew-in. As you can see here, we have our client BB. BB, you can say hi to the camera. She doesn't want to say hi. But anyway, we've already did the braid pattern for this, and we've already gone ahead and sewn on our mesh weave and wig cap. As you can see. Now the hair, we've left hair out. We've parted it out all the way around the perimeter, and we've left hair out. Got it. And here in the top, what I've gone ahead and did was parted it basically right above the temple on each side, and just back just a little bit here. We're gonna leave that out as well. So right now we're going to get prepared to sew our hair in, and I'll be back to show you how we're going to do that. Okay, now the hair that we're going to use here is the hair that the client purchased and brought in herself, and it is the Milky Way pureed, and it's 100% human hair, of course. We have a Yaki 12-inch, and the color is 1B30. So we have two 12 inches here that we're going to be sewing in today. Okay, what I'm going to do different in with this particular versatile sew-in, I'm going to, when I take it off out of the pad, I have actually folded it back over. So instead of doing one track at a time, we doubled it, if that makes any sense. So you just fold the track back over like this, and then we're going to begin to sew like this. Now, the other thing is, I normally start in the back here, but I also have a different braid pattern. So with this particular one, we're going to start right here with at the front braid, and we're going to sew underneath the braid all the way around, underneath that first perimeter braid all the way around. In just a second, I'm going to show you how we do that. Okay. Now, what we're doing here, I went ahead and put the needle underneath the first braid, as you can see here, and through those two tracks. And this is just going to create some security so that I can begin to sew. So we're going to do it once again underneath the braid, through the end of the track.
Check us out at traderjoes.com. Thanks for listening.
You're going to loop it around a couple of times.
The TV star? Well, now you can. Just take home the free Nappa.
And I'm going to pull it through.
It's free.
I have to stop it now.
Purchase. And lucky for you, it doesn't
like so.
Like the one on TV, but it doubles as a coin bank.
And that's secure.
So come to Napa today and get your free can of milk.
As you can see.
Just watch out for paparazzi on your way home.
Now what we're going to do is continue this process.
While supplies last. Offer expires 3/31/14.
We're going to go up underneath the braid, through the tracks.
Did that? Or ever look at your car insurance and think.
And you want to keep your thumb on the actual track because you want to give it some guidance to stay underneath that braid. And we're just going to continue this process all the way around. But be sure to strategically place the track underneath the braid.
So, you know when your pores feel all gunked up and you just want to get in there, find a teeny tiny shovel and just clean them out now so they don't make a tiny shovel. Lucky, there's the Bureau self-heating one.
Now, for those of you who use the Brazilian hair for this particular procedure, most of those wefts you will not be able to put your needle through because some of them I've noticed they're hard, some of them are very small. So what you would do then is go underneath the actual weft, but that's another video, so we'll probably do that one next time to show you how that works. But with this being the Milky Way, the wefts are pretty easy to go through, so we're just going to continue this all the way around the perimeter braid. So you should get the idea right now. So what I'm going to do, go ahead and Continue this step all the way around, up underneath the braid, all the way around to this side. And then we'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, now at this point, we have actually finished our first track around the entire head. As you can see here, up underneath our first perimeter braid here. Now, the purpose of this is whenever we finish, she's gonna be able to wear it up in a ponytail, if she would like, without any tracks showing. See? Just like that. So now what we're gonna do, we're at the point to where we want to go ahead and sew in our next, continue to sew in the hair. So instead of cutting the track, and this is a great point, this is not Brazilian hair, but whenever you're using the Brazilian hair, the purpose of paying the amount of money for the Brazilian hair that you do usually is so that you can utilize it over and over again. So this would be the technique that I would use if I were doing the Brazilian hair. We don't want to cut the tracks because also then we'll risk shedding and stuff like that. So now I'm just going to fold it back over like so. And then I'm going to come back here. And bring it back out. And see, if you do it right at the edge, then you don't have to worry about the loop and it being too bulky right here at the end. And we're just gonna continue this procedure with the double track. All the way around. Like so. Now I'm at the end of my thread on this side. So what I'm gonna do, I already have a bunch of needles that are pre-threaded. And that's the best thing to do too, y'all. Just a little tip. Whenever you have sew-ins, it's best to go ahead and pre-thread your needles. You can use a pin cushion if you like. I just have like a little stuffed animal here, and as you can see, I have about 12 needles already pre-threaded. Usually, if you're doing a full head of sew-in, 10 needles with a lengthy amount of thread is good for an entire sew-in, so you won't have to stop and continue to re-thread your needles. So go ahead and pre-thread them, especially if you know you have a client coming in that needs a sew-in or wants to sew in. Go ahead and have your needles ready. That way you can, you know, cut down on some time of having to stop and re-thread needles. So that's just a little pointer for those of you who take so much time doing sew-ins. We can cut down some time some kind of way and just go ahead and have your needles pre-threaded. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue this step. Once I get to my second pack of hair that I'm going to be using to sew in, then we'll come back and I'll show you that. Okay, as you can see, I've gone ahead and completed the sew in. Like so. But it's really, really full. What we're gonna do is, at this point that, you know, as you see, I still have to leave out everything up. I haven't styled it just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and possibly put some layers in this. I'm not really sure at this point just yet. I think I wanna put a few layers in. I will possibly layer this hair because I like to use a razor with my sew-ins, or with my weaves actually. So I'm gonna come back and show you how to do some of the razor procedure, then we're gonna style it and then come back. Okay, we have her hair out now. She does have some thinning sides, but that's okay because the hair will cover that, and we don't want to risk the tension on the side, so that's the reason why we left it out too, but we will have the coverage that we're looking for. Also, with the versatile sew-in, when I originally showed you how to part it out, right there above the temple, what this allows is versatility. So therefore, she'll be able to wear a part in the middle if she likes. She can part it here on the side, and she can part it here on the other side too. So that's the beauty of the versatile sew-in. Now I'm going to get ready to cut some layers in. You can see this hair is pretty long and it's pretty full. I think I'm going to go in and just layer it just a bit so that we can get, I want to put some pretty curls in. So just going to go in here. And I'm not necessarily taking the length off of it. I just want to go in and just put a little layers. And I'm going to use one of these little razor combs here to cut it. You can purchase these at your local beauty supply store. They're only like $1.99. And you don't have to keep buying a new one of these. You can just get the razors to change them out whenever they go dull. So that's the beauty of that. So I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to start kind of low because, like I said, I don't want to really take out the length of it. But I want to, just add a little bit more texture. So I'm going to use the wider side to this so it won't cut as much. And I'm just going to go down. Pick up the hair in this section. And I'm just going to go down just across the top part. And as you can see how it layers? You getting that, Miss May? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then just come back in, just take a little bit more out of there. And then it layers it like that. Now you don't want to take this razor and go deep within that hair because you're gonna risk what is that? Chopping it up. And then you gotta end up taking some of the length off. So we just want to go in, start about midway, and just kind of layer it like so. And as you can see, it's falling. Now, I usually start in the center portion of the head and work my way to my left side. Then I come back to the center, and then I work my way to my right side. The client still wants to be able to wear this hair straight, so I'm not putting a lot of layers in. I just want to have more defined curls. So I'm just going in and just adding just a little layer in it. And it helps with the volume as well. And I don't know if you can see on this side, right here.
Yeah, that's good.
And just to show you again, just starting maybe midway here, using the wider side of my razor comb, and I'm just kind of going downward across the top of the section that I have here. Now, as far as my front side, I'm not actually using this as a guide, but I'm going to take this section here and I'm going to start like midway, and then what I'm going to do is kind of frame the face just a bit. So I'm just going to take my razor in and bring it down. And as you can see, let me pull it up. You see how it has the shorter or longer, longer, longer. I'm gonna do the same thing on my other side here. And I'm just gonna start midway and bring it down. You stop on this bit? So now I'm gonna go and look at what I've done here to kind of make sure that everything is proportionally right. Here, I want just a few more layers there. And as you can see now, we have layers. So when we get ready to curl this hair, you can have more definition with your curls. But if she wants to wear it straight and flat iron it, she can do the same without it being such a drastic difference. As you can see, you don't see any blunt cuts in the hair. So therefore, she can wear it straight whenever she gets ready. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and curl and style the client. I think what I'm gonna do, because we want some more defined curls, I think I'm gonna use a 1 1/4 size curling iron here. Now, I usually use my Marcel's, but I kind of like this little curling iron here. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and use this one. I also have the 1 1/2 inch, but I don't know if I'm really gonna use the 1 1/2 inch one. But I'll be using one of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl it and style it, and I'll be sure to let you know which one I did decide to use, okay? So we'll be back. Ready? Okay, now what we've done, because that later. We did use the 1 1/4 barrel curling iron to create our curls here. And what I did was I'm setting them, I'm letting them cool off a bit. But after, how you accomplish the set is you curl the hair, and we'll do that on another video. Just strictly doing the Hollywood curls, as I call them. And we set the hair, and we set each curl with one of these banana clips here. But we'll do another video about that. But as you can see, I've already have the hair set all the way around.
Joe and Kelly Rowland. Joe and Kelly Rowland. Love that.
In the front, what I've done was I've just taken the flat iron and just kind of gave the hair a little direction. So now we can get ready to style. So what I'll be doing now is actually taking the clips out of the hair and then going ahead and proceeding to style the hair. And then you'll be able to see the finished look, okay? Okay, YouTube, we're back, and this is the finished result of my client's hair. You like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, she loves it.
Pretty.
See the front? And you see how the curls fall. This gives it a lot of volume, a lot of body. And she loves it. Wow.
Good deal. Smell for the camera.
Yeah, but this is our end result. So for more instructional videos, please subscribe to my channel, Rest Styles of Distinction. And I have many, many more things to show you. So thanks for watching. Bye.